Hi guys, welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam. This is the Weekly United, the place where we wrap up the week in the world of the biggest football club in the universe, Manchester United. Now we know it has been an international break, but there's still plenty for us to discuss this week. Obviously, the players that have been on international break, those that weren't injured, of course, we'll be discussing them. We'll be discussing my little Twitter spat with Rio Ferdinand as well. Scholes, Van Persie, Carrick lighting it up for the Premier League legends, and the injury issues that Manchester United face going into this Leicester City game at the weekend as the international break is officially over and Premier League football returns to Old Trafford. But could it be an unhappy return for Manchester United fans? Because when we look at that injury list, oh boy, it's going to be very, very difficult. But we'll speak about that a little bit later. Let's go to the beginning of the week. And of course, where all the talk was about the international break, Daniel James continuing his fine form for club and country this season, scoring his 4th goal of the season. And all of his goals have been very, very similar in terms of the position that he's scored from in the pitch, cutting in and finishing. His finishing has been mixed up. Placed, curled, shot really hard like we saw the other week, and of course a great finish for Wales. But he's in fantastic form at the moment. No matter how he's scoring, he's in fantastic form. Obviously we want to see him improve, and there are improvements that he can make in his game, but so far the player that we signed for £15 million from the Championship club Swansea is proven to be a very, very shrewd signing. In fact, all of the signings that Manchester United made this summer have proved to be decent signings and very good additions to the squad. They've all come in and improved. Bissaka, main man at right back for us, hopefully not injured for this weekend, although it's looking probably likely. Harry Maguire's come in and looked pretty settled at centre half, and Danny James has come in and he's playing with a smile on his face and he's enjoying his football, and that's what we want to see at Manchester United as well. Obviously we needed more business in the window. Like I was saying, when I had a little chat with Gary Neville, I was saying, you know, the owners needed to back this manager as well in the window. They needed to back Jose in the last window just before he went. They needed to back David Moyes. They needed to back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer this window. We let go of so many players. We stripped that wage bill. Alexis Sanchez went. Lukaku went. Smalling went. Of course, Darmian went. Plenty of players left. Herrera left on a free. Fellaini left in January. You're looking at all that. We stripped the team of players that, okay, we don't really want. Me and Gary Neville agreed on that. Okay, you know, Lukaku, Alexis, I'm losing no sleep over those players leaving. But the fact that we didn't replace them was the huge problem. And it's already coming to bite us in the arse. It's already coming to bite us in the arse. Bissaka returns home from England duty with a back injury. Jesse Lingard's got an illness. And I know Jesse Lingard's been out of form, but in this squad, he's a key player for us. You know, Paul Pogba wasn't on international duty. Martial wasn't available for international duty with injuries. Not that Didier Deschamps probably wouldn't have picked him anyway. But these players are injured as well. Already got injuries to Dalot, Luke Shaw. Problems are building up for Manchester United in front of our very eyes. And it's only 5 games into this season. It is a problem. And we should have recruited more in the summer. More scrutiny. People can't say, oh, we didn't have time. You know, from the moment Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come in, I'm sure he's known Alexis is probably not going to be here next summer. Lukaku's not going to be here next summer. So we had time to replace them. Herrera was never signing that deal. We had time to replace these players. Fellaini left in January. Time to replace these players. But we didn't. And it's an issue. A big issue. And it's already coming to the forefront. Talking about little Twitter spats with my heroes. Well, I say Twitter spat. The Gary Neville one was on Sky. This one was on Twitter. Little bit of fun. I was talking about Declan Rice. He's been linked to Manchester United this week, funnily enough, for 90 million. And last week I was saying, is he all that? Should we really be in the market for him? Is he much of an improvement on what we have? I know we haven't got much in midfield, but he's going to cost, look, the report's 90 million. We can spend that money. Look at the prices of the likes of Rodri and that. You're telling me we can't find players out there for half that price that are twice the player? We probably can. So that's the point I'm making. But nevertheless, in that debate about Declan Rice, someone said someone was overrated from the academy. And I said anything that comes out of the West Ham academy is usually overrated. To which Rio Ferdinand quote tweeted with a little And a lot of people took it out of context and were going on about Bobby Moore, Rio Ferdinand, Michael Carrick, Jermaine Defoe, Frank Lampard, all these fantastic players that the West Ham Academy has produced over the years. They were talking about, but this was the point I was making. This was the point I was making. Their academy products are overrated nowadays and in the last 10, 15 years because of the fact they once produced great talents. That was the point I was making. Obviously, I wasn't talking about Rio Ferdinand. He's a man that I've often said is the best centre-half I've seen play for Manchester United. So why would I be talking about him? It doesn't make any sense. And when you look at some of the players that came through the ranks over the years from there in recent times, Ben Johnson, Connor Coventry, Declan Rice, Grady Dianganga, Reece Oxford. Whatever happened to Reece Oxford? Like, look at these players. Like Dan Potts, where is he? Jake Larkins, Zavon Hines, where are all these players? Anton Ferdinand, Kieran Richardson. Like, the players that have come through in the last 10, 15 haven't been great. So all this Academy of Football stuff, that's what I'm talking about. Is they're overrated most of the time when they come through. Now, Man United are probably going to end up signing Declan Rice. And I'm going to then hope that he does actually become the next best thing. But I wasn't obviously talking about Rio and Carrick. Upsetting one of my heroes because tweets get taken out of context. Come on, Rio. You know I love you. Talking about United legends also this week, Scholes, Van Persie, Carrick were taking part in the testimonial, Vincent Kompany's testimonial, which, typical Vincent Kompany, he was injured for the game. But they took part in that testimonial. Ryan Giggs was amongst the United players as well. And Scholes with that fantastic flick. Michael Carrick looking great in midfield and in defence. And of course Van Persie scoring a goal in the end where he scored that magnificent goal in the 3-2 win on the way to our last Premier League title. And obviously got the tweets going. He could still play for United now. There were so many of them, I'm sure people actually believed it. Poor Scholes would be breathing out of his arse after 5 minutes of Premier League football. He's still got the ability to pull off those. But do you really believe he would still be able to play right now? Van Persie, when he was in Turkey, he wasn't starting every week. Obviously, fantastic players, legends, absolute dons. And we would, if we had a Carrick and a Van Persie and a Scholes in their pomp right now, we wouldn't have any issues. We wouldn't have any issues. But we haven't. But they couldn't play right now. Although, given the injuries that United have got, we probably do need to call them up. We probably do need to call him up. Scholesy, get your boots. We probably do need him to call him up for the last, maybe for the full 90 minutes. I was going to say for the last half an hour of a game. We've got no midfield. Where is Fred? Is Fred on his honeymoon or is he ready to play football? Because we're going to need him to. He wasn't even in the match day squad against Southampton. The team news coming out of the game against Leicester City, and Leicester City are a fantastic side in itself. Even with Paul Pogba, they've probably got a better midfield than us. But now we've got no Martial, no Shaw, no Bailly, no Dalot, and no Paul Pogba for the game against Leicester City. Some massive injuries. Lingard and Wan-Bissaka are also doubts. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer saying the treatment room has been busy. Wan-Bissaka a doubt. Who even plays at fullback? Ashley Young and who? Jeez, man. It could be a very difficult game. We could lose this. We may lose this game. I'd say Leicester City are favourites if all those players are out. With teams purely based on paper and on form. Even with Pogba, their midfield is very good against ours. Even with a full strength defence, they'd still provide a test. Even with Anthony Martial, you know, it'd be a difficult game. But without those players, geez, Mason Greenwood's surely going to start this match. Surely. If he doesn't start this match, what game will he start? I did a preview yesterday. My 11's been blown out of the water. I really hope Wan-Bissaka's fit. And I know he's a doubt. But I really hope, just because he mentioned him and Lingard separately, I hope that we're going to need them. We really need them. It could get messy. It could get messy this weekend. Jeez, and we need a result as well. Guys, thank you for watching the Weekly United. It hasn't been a has it been a great week for United? I don't even know what's going on right now. Hopefully we get 3 points somehow, some way against Leicester City this weekend, and we can be buzzing about the football this weekend. Otherwise, our weekends could take a dramatic turn at 5 p.m. on Saturday. Guys, I have been AdamMcKola. Thank you for tuning in to AdamMcKola TV and the Weekly United. I'll be back over the weekend with the match day vlog, reaction from Old Trafford, the Aftermath Live, and plenty more coming your way when hopefully United will pick up 3 points. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed. See you later.